y'all? So today I am doing a speed build of a gym that I did on stream. So what I did was I wanted to do a challenge of only using one game pack, one stuff pack, and one expansion pack, plus the base game. So what I did is I used James Turner's pack generator. I will link that in the description. And I had some fun with that. I ended up getting spa day, fitness stuff, and get together. So I thought a gym was like the perfect thing to do. If you don't know very much about me, then you will not know that I used to be a fitness instructor. For a while, I taught specifically Zumba, but I also did Pilates type stuff, and I did... God, I'm losing words right now. That's fine. But I also taught like boot camp things and stuff like that. So I've worked at a bunch of gyms in my life. So I kind of made this gym based off of a couple of the gyms that I've worked at. Some of which were better than others, I will have to admit. So what I wanted to do was really include all of the stuff from those packs. And with spa day, I was like, okay, I need saunas. Like, this is happening, especially since one of the gyms I worked at, we had 2 saunas. So I was like, I need them. It's something that happens at gyms and everything, so we'll do it. And then I wanted to do, a nice pool as well, because, that's something that's very popular in gyms, is to have a nice big pool as well. So what I ended up doing was I did this big skylight over the pool because, I mean, yes, it would get really, really hot. I understand that. But just look at the aesthetic of it. It looks so good. But I wanted to do a kid's room as well, because sometimes you have like, well, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm playing, I don't like, especially if I'm playing like a legacy challenge or 100 baby challenge or something, it's really kind of frustrating if you want to have one of your adults go to a gym, but then you leave your toddler at home, and that can be really frustrating because then they're not like building their skills, they're not taking care of themselves really. So you come home and they're kind of like a mess, really. And that's kind of frustrating. So I wanted to make a kids room, and a lot of gyms, at least several of the gyms I worked at, had like kids club areas where people would take their kids while they were working out. They would leave their kids in the kids club. So that seemed like a good thing to do. I made the locker room just a gender-neutral locker room because Sims don't care. So why would I build 2 locker rooms? Especially this way, if you wanna woohoo in the shower, then you can woohoo in the shower, and you don't have to worry about if it's a gendered bathroom. Not that I've had lots of shower woohoos going on in my games or anything. I have. Specifically the final baby was in my legacy challenge was conceived at a gym, and it was an issue because that's exactly what happened. We were like, it was the end of my stream. I was just trying to get her pregnant because I was like, I want to end this. I want to end this challenge like right now. So I was very specifically trying to get her pregnant that stream, so that I could have the final baby the next stream. And so we went to a gym, and I kept being like, no, try for baby. Why can't she try for baby? Because she can't get into that locker room. So that was fun. But I did that, and also why would I make 2 and take up that much space when I can just make 1? You know? I really enjoy a lot of the stuff for spa day and fitness stuff. Like, I know that fitness stuff isn't a hugely popular pack, but I really like it. And I understand that that's also because I am super into fitness. I enjoy working out. I enjoy going to gyms and everything. So fitness stuff ends up being something that I really enjoy because it's something that it helps me portray myself. Really. It's one of those games where I'm just like, or not games, packs, that it helps me be more invested in the game because it helps me like do what I want to do, what I would normally do. So again, I did a bunch of like big windows and stuff into the pool area, and in an actual gym, these would be like one-way windows so that people in the pool can see out, but people outside can't see into the pool because that would be creepy. But they don't really have that very much in The Sims, so I just chose these frosted ones instead. Because that's the same thing, is usually you can like see into, you can generally see into pool areas from inside the rest of the gym too. Just to kind of be like, because a lot of the time at a gym, the membership, your base membership you don't get pool access with a base membership. You have to do it like the next tier up, which is so ridiculous to be honest, but it's still just kind of how it works. So what then you do, same with like saunas, are usually like your second tier membership. I know too much about this. Amazing. But so what ends up happening is what you want to do is have make it so that your regular patrons, the people with the base membership can see into the pool and see how fun it looks. That way you can you can try to sell them on that next level membership, because look at that. Same thing happens with group fitness rooms. You generally get a lot of windows into there because generally there are like 3 tiers of gym membership, and I'm going to tell you right now, tier 1 is generally $10, and what you get access to is like what is out on the floor, so like strength machines and cardio. That's generally all you get for just $10. Then the next one up is $20 a month, and that will give you, that's the only one you need. I'm going to tell you right now, you do not need anything more than the $20 membership. The $40 membership and anything above that is just, it's not useful. Don't do it. It's a scam. But with the $20, you can usually have access to the pool, to the saunas, and to group fitness classes. Group fitness classes are going to be like the best part of going to a gym, and I'm not just saying that as a fitness instructor. It really is going to be like, you're more likely to stick to a schedule or like stick to working out if you are enjoying what you're doing. And generally that means finding something that you really like to do. So like, a lot of people, like boot camp classes are what really like they enjoy a lot. And that'll keep them going to the gym. But if you're just sticking to the gym floor, it means that you're less likely to be, one, held accountable. You're not really feeling like you're getting as much socialization. And if no one is going to be like seeing what you're doing, you're less likely to keep at it, because you just kind of feel like, if I'm just doing this for me, I'm not, what's the point? So it's always good to find something you enjoy doing. Now that I'm done with my like fitness talk, I apologize. I talked over this entire kids room. But this is the kids club. Normally you'd also have like a bathroom in here, but I added the toddler potties because I think that's important. Because if you are having a kid, like leaving toddlers here because you're like doing your 100 baby challenge or something, you can bring them here and keep track of them while like mom is doing a yoga class upstairs, mindfulness class upstairs. You can be down here and keeping track of the toddler and making sure that the toddler is using the potty and getting the skills up. So I added some blocks in there to get some skill stuff, and I added the dollhouse. And apparently when it's sized down, you can still use it. So I love that. So I wanted to do a group fitness room. So normally I would have done 2, but I wanted it to be able to like have the yoga on one side and maybe like another class on the other side. I know there are no other classes in The Sims, but just because I know what I'm like, I don't know how to put that, but because I know what group fitness classes are like, I was like, I want to be able to do this. I also wanted to have like windows and everything, but again, it just felt weird with like full wall-to-wall windows into the group fitness room, because normally you get a fair amount of windows so that you can be like, hey, people who don't have our top membership, come on in. It looks awesome, doesn't it? You too can have this if you pay me. That's generally how it goes. So you want windows in there, but I really just didn't, I don't know. It just didn't work for me having like big windows, especially since I wanted the yoga side to be a bit better. And I know it's not actually yoga. I was trying to go for like a color scheme in the gym, because most gyms do have color schemes. They'll be like, they're like, one gym I worked at, their color scheme was like blue and yellow. And I fucking hated that. And another one I worked at, it was purple. So like every time I worked at separate locations for that gym, and the group fitness room, both of them had like a purple accent wall. So I guess you can, if you're into gyms, you can probably figure out which gyms I worked at by what I just told you, which doesn't really matter since I don't work at those places anymore. But group fitness rooms are generally like, they try to put like a party atmosphere in, but since I was doing the like yoga class, I was like, I don't want to do that. But clocks are very important in group fitness rooms, because the instructor needs to be able to keep track of what time it is so that they don't go like too much. And I really wanted like, in these packs, we don't really have good cubbies, because that's something that's always in fitness rooms, is you have cubbies on one of the walls so that people can put like their shoes in it, or just like bring their purses if they don't want to go all the way down to the locker room. Also, I really wanted to have the AC unit there, because you always need AC in the fitness room. Generally, the fitness instructors can at least control like fans or something, because it's kind of ridiculous. If you are trying to teach a fitness class and you don't have control over the air, that's when you start getting patrons passing out. That's generally how that goes. Not that that's actually ever happened. I mean, I never had anyone in my classes, pass out except for me. I passed out while teaching once, but that wasn't inside. We were outside, doing like this Zumba event, and it was like 90 degrees out. It was the middle of summer, and we were doing, it was like July or something like that. And it was super, super hot. And the manager of that location was supposed to be in charge of like setting up like tents and stuff, in the parking lot, because that's where we were doing it, to like cover us, but he didn't, because he was a cheapskate. So I ended up getting heat exhaustion, and I passed out while I was teaching, because I was just so hot, and I could like barely breathe at that point, or like it felt like I could barely breathe. I was technically fine, but it didn't feel like I was fine, and I was just like, oh, it was just awful, to be honest. Like, just terrible. And that, kids, is why you don't do events in the summer outside. Like, for reals. You just don't. I wanted some windows on this side too, but it looked really bad to have the full windows, because you could see the roof from below, and I was just like not into that, so I just did these other windows, and they don't quite match the rest of the build, but I don't know, it's what I wanted to do. And then I really wanted to figure out how to use this fitness stuff door, but I ended up going for this one, from Get Together, which I really love. I love a lot of the Get Together stuff, but I didn't know exactly how to use it in a gym setting. But I did really enjoy it because I ended up being able to use other things, and just being able to do this in the Windenburg lot, where that gym generally is in Windenburg. It was really fun. It was really nice. It's a really good location. I did end up realizing that I built the gym on the lot backwards. So I made the front of the lot, the back of the lot, but I end up changing that off screen when I realized it. Because I ended up bringing a sim here to change like the lighting and stuff before I uploaded it. And of course the gallery was down anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But I realized at that point when I brought it in, I was like, oh. I end up doing that a lot, actually, building things on the lot. And I think it's going to be one way, but then I go to put it up in the gallery and it's like, haha, no. So I really wanted to do like a counter for like employees to be behind. And normally I would do that like in the middle and the front. And I know that it doesn't like, there are no real employees because we don't have like Get Together not Get Together, Get to Work. We're using Get Together. We don't have Get to Work, so we don't have like a cash register or anything. But I still wanted to be able to, use, like put like a place there. You know what I mean? Oh, I should have put a computer there. I should have put a laptop on there and everything maybe. I ended up putting a tablet. Oh, no, wait, I can't use a laptop because there are no laptops in any of those packs. Duh. That's why I didn't do it. Very smart, Risa. That's fine. I realized it before, I realized it now. That's fine. I wanted to include that kind of stuff. What I ended up doing was, because I worked at one of the gyms I worked at, I didn't teach, I wasn't doing fitness. I was working as like at the front desk and in the kids club. So these are like, they're kind of, gosh, how do I put it? Me making like inside jokes about gyms, I guess, of like, here you go, you can buy all of this stuff at the front desk. So like, here are our really expensive bottled waters for people who forgot to bring their own water. And here is our, here's our incredibly overpriced, like, protein shakes and energy drinks. God, I just cannot understand how gyms can get away with selling energy drinks when they are so bad for you. They are, like, they're just so bad. And they dehydrate you, is the other thing. So you really should not be drinking any kind of energy drink when you're working out, because they're just bad. They're bad for you. They're just straight up bad for you. Even the ones that don't have as much sugar, or the ones that use taurine instead of caffeine, or with limited caffeine, they're still bad for you. Do not drink energy drinks when you are working out. That is what I can tell you. I really wanted to use that rock climbing wall, because I never get to use it. Like, absolutely never get to use it. And I love it because, well, I love rock climbing too. I'm not allowed to do rock climbing anymore because my shoulders dislocate, so I'm not allowed to do that. But, like, whatever, I guess. I won't dislocate my shoulders when I can definitely avoid it. But I really wanted to use it, and that's the entire reason that downstairs is, 3 tiles. No, it's the tall wall height was because I wanted to use that rock climbing wall. That is specifically why downstairs is the tall wall height. Otherwise, I never would have. Though it does work for a gym, to be honest. I put that hose in there because I was like, because you want to be able to wash off the floor. because I've cleaned I've cleaned pool areas in gyms. So you need to be able to, like, you want to be able to hose things down. I ended up, when I move those towels later, I do a little bye flag because someone in my chat was like, you missed the opportunity to do the bye pride flag. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Because why not? So that was fun. I listen to my chat a lot. So if you ever want, like, to tell me what to build and stuff, you should come to my my Sims streams on my Twitch, which is Curlmeister Sisters. I build in The Sims pretty much Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at now it's at 12:30 Eastern time. So if you want to influence my builds, that is the best way to do it, by showing up to my streams, because I listen to chat a lot, because I think my chat usually they have lots of really good ideas. And I think that really helps. I wanted to do generally you have a mat when you enter in any kind of place of business to wipe your feet on. But then I also, in a bit, I tried to make what looks like a shock mat to stand on for the employees behind the desk. Just as another one of those, like, legally you have to supply those in real life, at least in the states I've worked in, so Colorado and California. You have to supply shock mats for your employees to stand on. I wanted to do something fun in here because usually in group fitness rooms you have, like, colorful stuff like art and stuff like that on the wall, but there isn't, like, that much good stuff for that in the packs that I ended up rolling. So I was like, maybe they get, like, a local graffiti artist to come in and do this, because, you know, I'm in Windenburg, and that is that's all stuff from Get Together. So I was like, maybe that. And then I thought, well, I can maybe do it on the outside. Maybe it just gets tagged over here, but I end up taking those away because they really just do not fit the aesthetic of the place afterwards. But, you know, part of why I like this lot in Windenburg, which I've already talked about liking, but is because it does have pavement all the way up until the edge of it. So if you want to do a business like this, I've used this for several builds, not on this channel though, but I really enjoy that because it means that if I just pave the entire thing, it ends up looking really nice and it blends into the world more. It looks like it actually, you know, exists in that world instead of what generally happens, which is just like, gosh, so many where it's just grass right up into the edge and you have no way of, like, making any kind of path look like it works into the world. So it's like, whatever. Okay, so I'm nearing the end of the build now. So if you guys like this, if you like this video, then please make sure to give me a big ol' thumbs up and leave a comment telling me what you think I should do next and what you think about this build. I love to hear it. I really do. I read all the comments that I get and I like to try to respond to them. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and hit that bell button so you can get notifications every time I post a video. And I found out that people actually do that because people are clicking. I was looking at my analytics and it shows that some people actually click through notifications. So someone has their notifications on. Be like them. So this lot is up on the gallery under my ID kookykitt if you want to download it and put it in your game. And I already shilled about my Twitch channel, but I also stream other things like Nancy Drew, and sometimes my sister streams at night as well. So make sure you check out Curlmeister Sisters over on Twitch. So that's going to be it for this video. It's gonna go into screenshots pretty soon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out, y'all.